North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper will be in Charlotte today to hold another news conference about the coronavirus.
And this comes one day after he declared a state of emergency. Let's walk you through the numbers. Right now, there are 7 cases in North Carolina, 6 in Wake County, 1 in Chatham County. In South Carolina, there are 9 cases, and most of them are in Kershaw County. The coronavirus is a major concern for a lot of people, and that's why officials are trying to get out in front of those fears.
Yeah, Governor Cooper is a good example of that. He held 2 news conferences yesterday alone, and will have another one today at the Government Center in Uptown. And our Mark Becker is there live. And Mark, there are still just a lot of questions that the governor needs to answer today.
Yeah, and Damani, to be fair, he may have answered some of those questions yesterday, but this is a situation that's changing day to day and maybe even hour to hour. So we may expect to see some of those same questions asked here at the Government Center at 2:45 this afternoon, along with some new questions that have come up since those news conferences. Just yesterday, the governor did say the state has enough supplies to test 300 more people. The Department of Health and Human Services said officials may get up to 1,500 additional tests next week from private labs. The groups most at risk, of course, are people older than 65 or those with chronic health conditions. The state is urging people in those groups to avoid large gatherings like church services. Of course, there aren't any bigger gatherings right now in North Carolina than the ACC tournament in Greensboro. The game started there last night, and with Carolina playing, it was a full house. As of yesterday, though, the governor was not suggesting that the tournament should be canceled or that people should not go. We'll see if he still feels that way here this afternoon. There are some events locally in Charlotte as well. The Hornets playing right over there on Friday night. That, of course, will bring thousands of people into the arena. And there's the annual St. Patrick's Day pub crawl, which is, we're told, is one of the biggest of its kind in the country. That is scheduled for Saturday night. I checked their website a little while ago. They say it's still on. They're monitoring the situation. But so far, it's a go. Damani?
Well, Mark, I'm actually with you now. The University of South Carolina just extended their spring break in an effort to keep students off campus. And the other schools moved to online classes too. Is that something that we expect to see in the Carolinas?
Well, we will see, right? Duke yesterday announced that they're telling students to come back from spring break and then go home, essentially. They're going to have online classes for the rest of the school year. I did look at Davidson and Wake Forest's websites. Both of them say they're monitoring the situation. Those are relatively small schools, though. The North Carolina system has more than, or close to, 250,000 students and probably close to 100,000 employees. So trying to shut all that down over 17 campuses, it's quite another matter. We'll see if that's a question the governor will address here today when he has that news conference in a little while.
Yeah, that's a big challenge, Mark. Thank you for that report, Uptown. And Mark will be with the governor today, and we'll look for his live reports coming up later today on Channel 9 starting at 5 o'clock.